The RedRock 4x4 hitch in textured black is going to be for those of you that have a 2007 to 2018 JK that are looking for a way to add a 2-inch receiver that is tow rated to your Jeep to move around a small trailer or some other light toys. Your Jeep is never going to be able to tow a huge load, but with this it will be able to tow up to the manufacturer recommendation, which is 2,000 pounds for a 2-door with a 200-pound tongue weight, or 3,500 pounds for a 4-door with a 350-pound tongue weight. This is going to install very easily onto your Jeep. 1 out of 3 wrenches for sure on this installation. There is a factory hitch that will bolt to the rear cross member, so all of the holes are there for this. This is going to include the hitch and all the hardware that you need to get it installed, so very easy to bolt it up, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So by adding a hitch like this, like I said, your Jeep is never really going to be able to tow a huge amount of weight, but if you have a small landscaping trailer, a light boat, canoes, whatever it might be, this is going to be able to move it around for you just fine. It's going to accept any traditional 2-inch bar, so you can have a 2-inch tow bar, or you can use this for recoveries if you choose to. So there are some tow bars that are designed to accept a D-ringer that have a hook on them, so you can run those in this as well. So overall, this is going to be very, very useful for you. And I think that this is going to be a pretty fair price for a hitch. You can go directly to Mopar and get their version. That's going to be a little bit more expensive, but this one's going to do all of the same things and save you a few dollars. So as for construction, not a ton to say about this. It's going to be a very simple piece, 2-inch receiver here, sandwiches onto either side of that rear cross member, giving it plenty of strength. Has 2 spots for your safety chains. Of course, it's drilled out for your pin. And over here, there's a little slot. So if you get yourself a trailer wiring harness, you can pop that in here and that'll hold on to it instead of it just kind of flopping around. Other than that, this does have the textured black powder coat over top of it. There are going to be some other versions out there that have slightly different finishes, so if you're into more of a glossy finish, you can find that, but this one is going to be the textured black, and that's a finish that a lot of other aftermarket accessories come in, so this will match if you have some other mods on your Jeep. This hitch is only $65. I think that's a great deal for what you're gonna get here. There are some kits out there that are gonna be more expensive. They're gonna include a wiring harness or a tow bar or recovery bar or something, so of course you're getting more with those kits, you're gonna spend a little bit more, but if you're just looking for the hitch, I think this is a good deal. Now remember, the install team is gonna show you how you get this bolted up.
All right, we're gonna get started with the installation of our RedRock hitch receiver on our Jeep JK series. Now to begin, go ahead and open up our tailgate and then remove our rear bumper. This will give us a little bit more access to the 4 mounting holes that are existingly in our frame to mount this up. Now let's go ahead and get started. Now using a 15mm socket on our ratchet, we're gonna go ahead and remove the 2 bolts that attach our bumper to our frame. Now just go ahead and repeat this for the other side. Next, we're gonna go ahead and just get our tailgate out of the way there so we can get our bumper off. Just carefully slide your bumper out, set it off to the side. All right, now we're ready to install our new hitch receiver. What we're gonna do is just slide this up over this cross member that's in our frame, and we're gonna utilize the 4 bolt holes that are already here. Just go ahead and line it up. And with one of the bolts and washers that comes in your kit, go ahead and just slide it through. Now you can go ahead and get all 4 of your bolts installed, then we'll go back, put the nuts on and tighten them down. Now make sure you use a washer and the supplied lock nut on the back of those bolts. Now with all our hardware loosely installed, we're gonna go ahead and tighten those up. Now you're gonna use a 19mm wrench on the nut side with an 18mm on the bolt side. Now I'm gonna use an impact gun. You can do this with a ratchet or 2 wrenches. Impact gun definitely makes it a little bit faster. Now that our receiver is installed on our frame, we can go ahead and get our rear bumper reinstalled. Now it just goes in the reverse of your removal. All right, now you wanna go ahead and just reinstall your rear bumper. Now this is just the reverse of your uninstallation. Make sure you tighten everything down nice and tight. Well, that's all it takes to install our RedRock hitch receiver on our Jeep JK Series Wrangler. For more parts and videos like these, make sure you visit us at ExtremeTerrain.com.